What's going on, guys? Ram here. Welcome back to a brand new video. And in this video, we're gonna be doing a separate Sunday. So you know what that means. And you guys can clearly see it on the screen. We're doing a tier list. I know it's probably been done before, but I want to give my take on it. And what better way to start off than Plant vs Zombies, the one we beat when we played. Um, so yeah, we're doing the first one for plants and then the one for zombies. So you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let's get right into it. So we have S, A, B, C, D tier. I don't think I need to add any or rename them, so I think we're good here. So let's go down the line here. I did count before all the plants are here. I don't know, I look like a little bit, but they're actually all here. So yeah, let's get. Sorry, whiskey's right here and coffee, so they're playing stuff. But yeah, let's get started. So first off is Cabbage Pulled. Now, Cabbage Pulled, he's pretty good. He's very... The thing they don't like about Cabbage Pull or Myrtle Pull is that they do attack very slowly, which is why he's not very good. Besides the roof, he's good, but like his prime is at the roof. So that's why I think that I should put him at a for the roof. He's obviously AS tier. For as a whole in other modes, probably a B tier. Yeah, it's no C tier. He's really slow, which brings him down a lot. And yeah, I think that's good. Next is Coffee Bean. Now, Coffee Bean, he only has one role, and it's to wake up plants that you use during the day, which is pretty useful, you know. For some reasons, like if you want to plant one of them during like a roof or a water level, especially in survival, if you play survival and you want to use one of the plants, you can use that. He is useful, but he's not really. You don't really need to use mushrooms during any other level, in my opinion, except survival, like I was saying. Also, they give you him way later in the game, like after you get basically all the mushrooms, like at the end of the roof levels or the beginning, I think. So I think that's very like not that good for that reason. So I have to put him at C tier. Like he does a good job, you know. He wakes him up. Let's put him at D tier. Maybe I do have to add a tier. Add Robolo. F tier. Yeah, let's make it blue. Wait, no. Wait, the second, hold on. Let's add this D tier. Make this one F tier. And yeah, okay, that's better. Maybe I don't even need it. What the heck? Oh no, he's at the bottom here. So yeah, let's put him at D tier. Not the worst because he does a good job, but yeah. Spikeweed, next Spikeweed. Now, Spikeweed's pretty good. He can pop tires, which is very helpful when he was released during when the cars started coming out. And he's the same cost as the Pulse and Pea Shooter and all them. But he's no better than them. I think he's actually worse. Because he doesn't move. He can only hit when they're on top of him, and it's only really good for that for like you want to pop a tire, and if you place a walnut in front of him, that's like a pretty good combo. And you get a lot of value for him. But other than that, I don't think he's great by himself unless you play Spike Rock, and then it becomes way better. But just him by himself, really only good for if you have a. You see, he's only really that good if you have him with another plant. So if he was good by himself, he would be higher. But I think I'd put him at D tier, to be honest. Yeah. Next is Flower Pot. Now, Flower Pot, well, there's not much to say about it. It's basically, it helps you plant anything on the roof. So, for that, it's basically a. I don't really know what to say. S tier, I guess? Because you literally need him. So, Pea Shooter. Pea Shooter is a go, obviously. He was the first defense plant you get in the game. And he's pretty good. He's better than Spikeweed and Cabbage Bolt because he does faster damage than Cabbage Bolt and he attacks more often than a Spikeweed. But compared to other plants in this game, like Repeater, Chronal Pole, Watermelon, all of them, he's not that great. Like, he's still good, but he's not. He's like, if you don't have much sun, if you're doing last stand or anything like that, he's a great option, especially for the starting. So I'll have to put him at B tier. Yeah, B tier. Because he is better than they used to, so. Winter Melon. Now, Winter Melon is obviously one of the strongest plants in the game. He does take 500 sun to plant, basically, because Watermelon's 300 and he is 200. And if you want to play him at a normal level, it's very inconvenient. So, just for the high sun cost alone, I think that's the whole thing bringing him down. Otherwise, he's an S tier. But I had to put him at a high A, because he is very expensive to plant. And yeah. Garlic? Okay. Sorry, the boys are doing something. Garlic, he is, he's one of the worst plants in the game, to be honest. It's not that I don't like him or anything, it's just that I don't like him or anything. It's because all he does is switch from rows, which, kind of good. But what's the point of it? Like, I don't think of a situation where you can eat him. Like, switch rows. Unless, like, he's in a row where there's, like, no plants, and you just switch him to a different row, but. And plus, when they take a bite of him, there's a chance that they just go forward passing garlic, so. He could end up eating another plant, a zombie. So, F tier. Plus, I don't know. I just don't. He's pretty bad. He's one of the worst plants in the game. So, yeah. Now we have Potato Mine. Potato Mine. Also one of the starting plants in the first lawn. He's pretty good. He does take a long time to load and to recharge, so that is not that cool. I figured he'd be more convenient to use. Like, maybe he's faster to load. That would make him better. But for what he does, it's pretty good, Pretty good. I have to give him a B tier as well. Because he does get the job done. And if you do manage to get a bunch of zombies, he can build them all up, I think. I'm pretty sure he can do this in this game. Not in PvZ, just PvZ2. But yeah. He's very cheap. The only thing about him bringing him down is that he does recharge fast and he does take a little while to actually pop up. So, yeah. Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb is obviously very strong, like most of the explosives on this list. He explodes. So, and you can plant him like let's say this is our lawn. So since it's 5 rows here, you plant him here. He can blow up everyone around here, basically. So that's very good, Which makes him pretty good. He's pretty kind of expensive. He kind of is. But I think it's worth it. He does take a while to reload, which is, kind of expected. Because that's like every explosive that they all take a long time to reload. So, it's alright. I think I have to give him an A tier. Because he does blow up a bunch of zombies around him, at least in 3 rows. He does take a lot of sun, but it's worth it. Great value with him, so yeah. I think A tier is very comfortable for Cherry Bomb. Next we have Imitator. Probably F tier. And here's why. when you plant imitator, he takes a while to actually morph into the plant you want. Also, this is not really a problem, but he can't morph into premium plants, which I don't know why. Even if you buy them all, you still can't do it. And yeah, that's really why. It does take a while to load. Like, if you wanted to plant a squash really quickly and you only had the imitator squash, the zombie probably would end up eating it. So, or any explosive for that matter. I guess if you just want to spam, like, if you want 2 rows of sunflowers quickly, just plant a bunch of imitators as well would help. But that's really the only reason why. So he's F tier with garlic. He's way better in Plants vs Zombies too, but he's paid for, which is, I don't really like him. Next is Colonel Pole. Now Colonel Pole is very good. He's one of the best ones, like best base plant you should get, because first off he's better than these two, which are obviously. The only thing I don't like about Colonel Pole is it's the same speed as Cabbage Bolt, so that's not very fast. But he does buttered comfort clutch a lot of times, and he's a better 100 one out of everyone, I think. So I think I have to put him at 8 here. 8. Yeah, probably. No, let's keep it. No, let's put him at 8. Because he is better than Pea Shooter, but not as fast. If he was as fast as Pea Shooter, it would have been an S tier. Next is Chomper. Chomper is, he's a weird one because he does do the job. He eats a zombie, especially good if it's like a bucket zombie or any heavy duty zombie, like like the football player zombie. He would have easily been able to do it. Very good. He would do a really good job at it. The thing is, he takes a while to swallow. So, and he can only eat one zombie at a time. Like, if he had a bunch of them at the same time, that would be really good, and that would make more sense why he takes a long time to reload, or swallow, I mean. But other than that, I don't really. So, I think we could just put him at C tier? D? But probably D. Because he only eats one zombie, and it takes a while to reload, and he just costs a lot of sun, too. So, I think D tier is pretty comfortable for Chomper. Next is Marigold. Marigold, it's just she's kind of there. She doesn't do anything. Like, she doesn't make sun, she doesn't attack or anything. She's just there in case you want to grind for money. So, sorry, water break. If you're trying to get money, take Marigold. Just grab her in case you're playing other levels. Just put her on, get money. She is good, I think she sometimes gives diamonds out. But yeah, I think I'll just put her in D as well, because all she does is give out money. And she is like the main plant in the garden area, so she's alright. Snow-Pea most definitely got to go to S tier. And here's why. She does the same speed as Pea Shooter, all the peas do. She also slows down, so she has a combination of Colonel Pole, Ice Melon, and Pea Shooter. She could take down a cone zombie where Pea Shooter would barely survive. She could slow them down. Yeah, that's basically it. And she's very much cheaper than Wintermelon. She doesn't do obviously as much damage, but she does a way better job. She basically literally all three of these combined with less damage. So that's got to be an S tier for Snow-Pea. Cattail, okay, Cattail. Cattail basically is the combination or the premium client of Lily Pad. So she pops balloons, she attacks the zombie closest to the lawn, all that stuff. I will say, Cattail is pretty good. Like, they will literally attack the zombie closest to the lane. If there's a digger zombie like in the back, she would literally start attacking him. There's a balloon, pop him, and they'll attack anywhere basically. So I think we'll have to put that in an A tier, not an S, because she just costs a lot to plant, and because we plant it in water. If you get a bunch of them lined up, that will literally go insane. But yeah, A tier is just a little too expensive, or else would have been S tier. Now, Gloomshroom, I think it is. Gloomshroom, the upgraded version of Foomshroom. So, Gloomshroom's pretty good. If like one of their best like abilities is, or the only ability is that they'll attack anywhere around it. So like if it's like zombies surrounding here, you plant it in the middle. You put a Gloomshroom down, and they'll like attack. But see, it's like a kind of a if Gloomshroom did that, then Gloomshroom S tier. But like since it only does it very closely, if like a zombie from behind, like the bigger zombie again, and he's like right here, then the Gloomshroom will take it down easily. So I think for that reason, I'll put it at a B tier, just because it only hits zombies that are really close. And yeah. Sorry about that. Alright. Next is 3 Peter. 3 Peter. Now, 3 Peter is pretty good. But I think it's just better if you just plant one pea shooter in 3 rows instead. Because 3 Peter, basically, you plant it and then it shoots in the 3 lanes. The one in front of it and the 2 to the side. And it costs 325. Or if you plant 3 pea shooters, basically, do the same thing for 1 sun less. But it is convenient instead of having to place 3. It's just 1 extra. But I don't think that. Yeah. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Just I think it's better off just planting 1 pea shooter in 3 rows instead of planting 3 Peter with what be 1 extra sun. So C tier, like it's still a pea shooter, a little less. No, let's take it. Let's see. Cob cannon. Cob cannon. Okay, so cob cannon. That is kind of wild. Cob cannon is a premium plant of kernel pole. You plant 2, and then you plant cob cannon on top of them. I don't know what to really think of him. Anyways, cob cannon, he ain't that great. Let's be honest. Yeah, he does destroy a bunch of zombies at once. And for survival, he's really good. So, yeah. And he's 500 sun. If you do use him, you should only like plant 1, really. So, in my opinion, I think he's like B tier. It's D. Because too much sun. Yeah, it's just too much sun part. And the fact that he can't really do anything else, he just sits there and you can only use him when he's done recharging. So that's basically why I bring him down. Next is Gatling P. Easy S tier. Gatling P shoots 4 at a time. I don't think he's too expensive. He's just 250. Maybe just 250. Yeah, probably. And he's a combination. He's a premium plant of repeater. I think the first one you can buy actually. And he just shoots 4. He does it really quickly. He's like the best P in the whole game. He's in easy S tier. One of the best premium plants of all time. Next is Twin Sunflower, which is also an S tier. Because it's just a premium of Sunflower. She shoots 2 suns instead of 1. And in survival or stuff like that, where you need a lot of sun, that's really good to have. Instead of having 2 rows of Sunflower, just plant 1 row of double Sunflower. So that's really good. Easy S tier. Another easiest tier is Spike Rock. Yeah, Spike Rock. I think he deserves S tier as well. he can easily kill a regular zombie and damage a conehead zombie a lot if it's stand on him for a while. So, and it's a premium plant of spike weed, obviously. And you pair him with a walnut, even better. You basically can kill zombies really easily. And he'll take so many hits, even if it's stepped on by car zombies, which is even better. Just gives it a better reason to have. He is like double the son of it, but it's just really worth it. Takes a lot of damage. Takes in a lot of damage and does a lot of damage. Spike Rock's an easy S tier. Another S today. I'm getting all these S tiers back to back. The main reason why Lilliput's S tier is just because you can find him on water, and he's very. And you can use him for 2 different worlds. Unlike Flowerpot, where you can only play Flowerpot during the one world. And then he's for 2. You can use him in the Night Fog and then the regular backyard. So that's pretty good. Pretty, literally useful. We literally need him. Tort, another S tier. No, A tier. A tier. Let's not get too generous now. These 2 combined is an absolute god combo. You can kill a conehead so easily, and buckets will go flying. The only reason why he's not S tier just because if it's only used for peas, like no poles can go through it, no fungus can go through it, which is not that great. But peas are basically the ones used most in the game that I use when I was playing minis and stuff like that. So Sword was a very, very good add-on you can place. And yeah, put a pumpkin on him and he'll never die. So A tier, just not S tier, because it's very unfortunate. No other plant can use it besides peas. And it kind of counters out snow pea if you use both, so that's all that cool. Jalapeno. Now, Jalapeno, he's good. Very good for the bobsled bonanza level. You just burn all the snow. Since zombies put snow on, the car zombies just build that. And you have a whole bunch of zombies in one lane, just burns them all away. Which could be very helpful if with survival. But the only reason why he's not higher, I'm going to put him at B tier. The reason why he's higher, because he only attacks one lane. Where a cherry bomb, yeah, he doesn't attack whole lanes, but he can do multiple areas. Jalapeno can only do one, so which is not that good. It does take a long time to reload, like all explosives. So yeah, he's B tier. He's not bad. Grave Buster, yeah, I think Grave Buster. Besides the night world, I don't think he can be even used anymore. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to put it at a D tier, just because you can only use him for that one world, where almost every plant besides the lily pad can be used in every other world. So yeah, D tier is good. He does do the job, and it's very helpful if you're playing like survival in the night. Very good. Starfruit. I know, he's not that. He is more better, but is he really? Starfruit shoots in 5 different directions, but if there's like zombies in front of him, he won't do it, and he'll only stay in one certain direction. So if zombie moves in a different direction, he can't do anything anymore, which brings him down a lot. And he's very kind of expensive shooting 5 directions. He's better at other games like PVZ2, PVZ Heroes, but not in this game. Yeah, that's why he's an F tier. He just you can't confirm he'll hit the zombie you want for that long. He likes Spikeweed, where he only does attacks when they're on him. Starfruit will only shoot if they're in their direction, so that's not very good, Squash, easy S tier. Literally gets the job done. If a zombie stomp him, and it could get a bunch of zombies at the same time, which is even better. The only thing that's bringing Squash down is that he is very fast, slow to reload, but he is very cheap. 50 sun to get rid of a bunch of zombies? That's amazing. And he can't get destroyed either. Unless it's Imitator, which is why he's an FF tier. But yeah, Squash is just an amazing plant. He's the best quick and easy plant. Like when we're talking about that, I mean like Potato Mine or Pushroom, Hypno, like stuff like that. Very, very good. It's very helpful as well. So S tier. Gold Magnet Shroom. Gold Magnet Shroom is the same case scenario with Marigold, that all he does is one thing. And honestly, he's like the worst premium plant because it only picks up money. And honestly, if you play the game long enough, you'll just automatically just get money whenever you see it. So I don't think there's no need for Gold Magnet unless you have both Marigold on and you're playing survival. Then that's a very good job, place Gold Magnet. I guess that's another good thing about him. Maybe not. No, let's give him. Maybe he's high F tier. Like high F tier. Yeah. Yeah, let's go something like that. Next, it's Predescender. It's called Magnet Shroom. Gotta be at least an A tier. Magnet Shroom will literally get rid of any metal thing, whether it be a bucket, a helmet, a jack in a box, what else is there? A screen door, all that stuff. Magnet Shroom will take it, and Magnet Shroom goes and gets stuff from 4 different lanes. And those digger zombies, you just plant them. It's like the best counter because not only will it just take every metal object, but it goes from like every direction. So like that's very good. It's very helpful like that. It is very hard against dealing with him in iZombie, obviously, but that's the point, So I'm gonna have to place Magnet Shroom. No, let's get an S tier. Magnet Shroom is very good. Yeah, S tier is fine. Blover is also really good as well. Blover gets rid of all the zombies in the air, all the fog. I think we'll comfortably put it at a B tier because its main thing is only that world. In PVZ 2, she's way better because you can use her against more zombies there, but obviously not. This is PVZ 1, so for that, I had to put him at B tier. Next is Split P. Split P is pretty aight. I put a B because it's actually very helpful against like zombies that can jump over. So like the pogo zombie or the pole vaulting zombie, they just jump over him and the repeater will destroy them. And also against the digger zombie, obviously. So yeah, it is basically just a feature with the repeater on. So I guess an A is better than a repeat shooter. Just one sun more expensive for a repeater on the back. It's a pretty good steal as well. Got another S tier here, Pumpkin. It's very helpful against survival because it basically protects any planet that's you put on top of it. So that's pretty helpful. Like you put any of the premium plants that take you a long time to plant, you just put them inside, and then they'll be protected basically. Unless like a car or a catapult zombie, then those are not that great. Or the bungee zombie, but oh whatever. Yeah, S tier. Now, I don't really know what to say. Sun Shroom. It is good for what it's worth, but not great. Maybe mid F tier. Just because I think if you put a sunflower and just wait a little bit, it'll be a lot more worth it instead of having to collect these baby suns to eventually. One sun from a baby sun shroom won't even get you one full sun. So that's why it's not that great. For what it's worth, it's really good, but compared to everything else, it's just no. So it's F tier, unfortunately. We have Ice Shroom. Ice Shroom is pretty good. He's very good if you have a bunch of zombies and it's all overwhelming. So you just place them down, freeze everyone, and you can basically have more time to kill while all be slow down. It doesn't freeze for them for too long, but they do turn blue like if they're affected by ice. Snoopy. So yeah. I think C tier is good for him. Just because it is a mushroom, so you can't use it during the day. You have to use coffee bean, and it doesn't keep them frozen for that long. Yeah, I think a C tier is pretty good for him. Next, we got a Doom Shroom. Doom Shroom is literally the best explosive in the game. Maybe even better than Hop Cannon. The only problem with Doom Shroom is that it leaves a crater even wherever you plant it. On the roof, on the water, on the ground, it leaves a crater, so you can't plant a zombie plant there for a long time. But here's the thing, though: where you would place a Doom Shroom is usually at the start of the lawn. The only other plant I can think of that you would place at the start of the lawn is like a spikeweed. So I could put it A tier, even though you don't. It does leave a crater, but you don't plant anything there. It still leaves a crater, so A tier is very comfortable for Doom Shroom. Literally the best explosive in the whole game. Maybe even a high A tier, lowest tier. Yeah, that's good. Next up is Froom Shroom. Froom Shroom's pretty good. It literally goes through zombies. That's the main reason why it's so good, actually, because it can go through multiple lanes of zombies. Like if there's a bunch of zombies here, it'll literally attack way more. It's just you have to get a bunch of them close to him, or else they won't attack. It's like a lot of cases for him and Puff Shroom. But yeah, I think A tier because it does go through a lot, so that's pretty good for Froom Shroom. And honestly, I think Froom Shroom is better than its evolution or its premium form. And yeah, next is Tangle Kelp. Tangle Kelp is very good if you don't have a like it's an instant plant. Like it can only get one zombie, which is bad, and it does take a while to recharge. It is one sun, which is really good. Like if a dolphin zombie is coming, you just grab him, and then he'll drown him. Or a bucket zombie in the water, then it's even better as well. That's more value than a dolphin zombie. What to put my B tier though, just because it only takes one at a time. It does take a while to recharge, but it is very helpful when needed, and it is very cheap as well, so that's even better. Next is Hypno Shroom. Hypno Shroom is probably gonna be A tier. Hypno Shroom can basically hypnotize a zombie and turn him against either the zombies and on your side. It's very helpful for like football zombies, helmet zombies, all of them. It just takes a while to reload. It is 75 cents, which is pretty cheap. So it's pretty good. I think AT is pretty good for him. Maybe a little higher, probably there. Yeah, it seems about good right there. All right. Tall Nut. Tall Nut is very good. I think Tall Nut's very good at it. Maybe a high A. Because Tall Nut, it basically just a more durable walnut, and also pogos, dolphins, and pole vaulting zombies can't jump over it, which is very good, and they'll just be stuck eating him. So for that reason, he's probably B tier. High A, just because I don't think he has that much more durability than a walnut. Like walnuts are very tanky, and so are them. But the only main thing that's making it better than a walnut is that they can't jump over it. Maybe actually no. Let's put it in A tier. Yeah, A tier. Maybe no. I think he's good in A tier. Puff Shroom. Puff Shroom is like an. It's like a S tier. A tier. What's Now let's put him in A tier. Reason why is it? God, I couldn't speak. The reason why he's not an S is just because it does take a while for him to actually fight a zombie. Like, they'd be really close, which is really good. You could plan an army of them. He's really trash in PVZ 2, but PVZ 1 he's really, really good. Especially in the night where he originates from. He's just very helpful. One of the best mushrooms in that world. And yeah, I guess we have the goat base sunflower now. This basically has basically an S tier as well. Literally, the best sun producer you can use throughout all the levels. More than Sunshroom, honestly. So yeah, she's the second platinum we get. You get Sunshroom, and she's even better in. Yeah, I think she's better in PvZ 2. But yeah, just the you need her. So next is Scaredy Shroom. Scaredy Shroom's probably an A tier. Yeah, Scaredy Shroom is good. Like, he plays him in the night. He's basically as good as Speed Shooter. The only thing is, if you get too close, he will hide, and all the Scaredy Shrooms around him will hide, which is not very cool at all. It makes him go down a lot. He would have been an S tier, but no, because of that whole thing, it's just annoying. He's an A tier. Next is Sea Shroom. Now, Sea Shroom is not very good. Not as good as Puff Shroom. The reason being, I think he shoots slower, and also he takes a while to recharge. Like, it should be the same as Puff Shroom, to be honest. But no, he takes a long time to reload. So I think I could put like D tier maybe for the whole recharging thing. I don't think it's as good as a Puff Shroom. Now let's put it as C. I don't think it's that much bad either. Next we have Repeater, which is automatically an S tier, because honestly, if you're really good, you can plant a pea shooter over a repeater over a pea shooter instead. He's 200, which is literally the double, but it is just way better value, and you can eventually turn him into a Galling Pea, which is even better. Repeater's just one of the best plants in the game you can get, and he gets him in the starting world, so you can use him throughout the rest of the game, so it's even better. Next is another S tier, Melon Pole. These two are like the best plants in the game, basically. Melon Pole, yeah, he's not as good because, okay, the reason why I put him at A, not S, because he is more expensive. But Melon Pole for 300 sun, he does a lot of damage. Basically, two-shot a regular zombie, and also he does splash damage, which is even better. So you can basically place one in the second and fourth row, and he'll do damage to the other three, which is amazing, you know? So I'm going to put him in S tier. Next is Walnut. Walnut's like a B tier. He's not as good as Walnut, obviously, but he's just maybe high A, high B, I mean. So let's put him there. Yeah. Because for your starting, you can barely get him. He's very helpful. He does tank a lot. He just takes a while to eat, and that's just very good. One of the best tanks. Planter can stay at C tier. Or wait, no. Yes, nah, high D tier. Because the only reason why he used Planter is for the fog, but Blubber is just way better at doing that than he is. Or they are, I don't know. Sorry. But yeah, Planter in his D. He's also really good is in Vase Breaker. You can see the other vases before planting or breaking them with Planter, which is not why he's not F tier. But yeah, he goes there. Then we have Cactus. Also D tier. Nah, maybe C tier. Just because, again, Blover does the job of Planter and Cactus way better. The only reason why he's not D tier is because Yeah, he can pop things, but he's also a good damage doer. So yeah, he's like pea shooter, but he also does that. But if we're comparing to Blover, that's why these two are lower than Blover. And you should just place a pea shooter instead and have a Blover, because not only does he just get rid of the balloon zombies, but also get rid of the fog. So that's why he's better than Cactus. Next is Umbrella Leaf. So Umbrella Leaf is a B tier. It's really good in the obviously in the roof, and if you use it as survival, it will save a lot of time against the bungees that randomly appear. So that's just really good for it. And yeah, wow. Okay, so that's all the plans in PVZ1 done. In total, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 S tier, 12 A tier, 7 in B tier, 6 in C tier, 7 in D tier, and then 5 in F tier. I was gonna do both, but I think this video is already gonna be long enough, so I'll do the zombie one for maybe next episode Sunday if you guys are interested in that. Yeah, this is my personal tiers of what I think where everybody belongs. Let me know what you guys think where every plant should be, but yeah, this is mine. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. This is actually a lot of fun. I didn't think I was gonna talk this much about every plant. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.